the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun? Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy?
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Alright, so this is one of the old videos. I retweeted that. This probably gonna make me stay longer in this video. Prince Harry, quote, "It was only when a couple of people close to me, aka William and others, said, perhaps you should go and seek help. I saw GPs, I saw doctors, I saw therapists, I saw alternative therapists, I saw all sort of people, but it was meeting and being with Meghan." Alright, so that's that. Let's listen. Okay, there will be a screenshot. 1 minute and 32 seconds.
Forced you to say, I need help. Maybe I'm drinking too much. I'm doing this too much. Was there an incident?
No, it was only when a couple of people close to me started to say, like, perhaps this isn't normal behavior. Perhaps you should, look into this, or perhaps you should go and seek help. Now, immediately I was like, I don't need help.
Of course not.
And now in hindsight, looking back, it's all about timing. Towards my late 20s, everything became really hectic for me, but to the point of exhaustion. I was traveling all over the place because, from a family's perspective, I guess I was the person who was like, we need someone to go there. Nepal. Harry, you go. I was always the yes man. I was always the one who didn't say yes.
This is the thing that I've always said. The places that they themselves do not want to go, they always pick Harry to do it. Meanwhile, while Harry was going all over to the places that they did not want to be part of, Harry was seeing with his onto eyes the way the people are living and things like that. And he was capturing fan all over. These are the people who are with him now. Even though I was not part of that at that time because I wasn't paying attention to them. But while the royal family did not want to be in the presence of, you know, the poor, the hungry, and all of that.
As you were going around the world, how did you get more focused on things that you cared about? I mean, we see a lot of pictures of you with children. You spent a year in Lesotho, right? And, you know, bring that to life for us.
I get all of my passion, inspiration, and energy from young people. And that is from the ages of 6 or 7 in the Caribbean, when you get a 6-year-old turning around to you and telling you exactly how much damage your country and the developed world is causing them, all the way to 28, 30-year-olds who, at some point in their life, have already a better understanding of duty and service than I ever did at that age. Because it's all about giving back. So yeah, I think that, look, lots of people say that, oh, your job of traveling the world is wonderful. Of course it's wonderful. But when we get sent to some countries, we don't always get to see the beautiful parts. We're always there trying to deal with some of the issues, but also doing everything we can to bring people together.
They were sending Harry, but meanwhile, while they're sending Harry was capturing their hearts and minds and everything like that. And Harry was being true to them. And many of them, I'm pretty sure, are his supporters now. Okay? Just without me being in there because I was not following them at that time. Let's continue.
But that yes, and yes, and yes, yes, of course, yes, 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 led to burnout. And it was like someone had taken the lid off. All of the emotions that I had suppressed for so many years suddenly came to the forefront. And I saw GPs, I saw doctors, I saw therapists, I saw alternative therapists, I saw all sorts of people. But it was meeting and being with Meghan.
Really?
I knew that if I didn't do the therapy and fix myself, that I was going to lose this woman who I could see spending the rest of my life with. There was a lot of learning right at the beginning of our relationship. She was shocked to be coming backstage of the institution, of the British royal family, when she said,
what a mess. I don't know what he said after that. Okay, so this was back in 2021. I always feel that way. Yeah, Meghan, and he had said in Spared and other places and that video as well, that Meghan was not putting up with the BS. He displayed his nonsense, and then Meghan saw it, but Meghan also saw the good quality of him as well. But Meghan was not gonna compromise her values to stay with someone who, you know, did not want, who was somewhat a little bit broken, I would say. So, but there's a possibility if he's willing to work on it, he could be a better human being. And that's what happened. And Harry wanted someone who truly loved him and who could do some of the things that he's doing. And he saw it in her and he changed. And look where they are now, in a much better place. Okay, so let's read some of the comments. There's gonna be a lot because it was back in 2021. Okay, let's see here. Quote, I knew if I, okay, so she's quoting him. I don't want to read quotes. Okay, the great length. Okay, I guess I have to read it. I knew that if I didn't do the therapy and fix myself, that I was gonna lose this woman. The great length some go to discredit and might analyze someone's mental health journey, while at the same time advocating for Meghan and Harry is quite sad actually. I think this is an obvious Twitter rule, but can people please abstain from tagging people on my thread? Also, this post is not specific to the most recent article on this, and I don't want reporters piling on and my names. Even if I disagree with it, I'll do it myself if I want. Okay, where's the rest of the interview? Apple TV. I'm laughing because this is it was online. Okay, he provide more clarity, context here, but then he also says something similar in an interview with Sky. Can't remember the interviewer, but Rhiannon, that's a question mark here. And like 2016, 2017, she was kind of badgering about Meghan's role and him going to therapy, and he tried to skirt it. Okay, I think back in, that was right. Let me see. I said 2021. So in 2016, 2017, they just met. So things were starting to flourish out. As you being with someone, you're not going to see the entire human being as a whole. Little things will start popping up here and there. That's how you identify the wrong within the person. So I don't think in 2021, now we are in 2024. I'm looking back in 2021. Okay. But at that time, I don't think all of the things what we know now evolved. They were in place. So now that they sort of have a better understanding of each other, and look at it, now they have 2 kids. So which means they fix a couple things. And I'm sure as they growing together as a family, they still fixing stuff. Things are not perfect. That goes to anybody, even in my own marriage. Things are not perfect. There are things we still tweaking here and there. So where was that? Okay, and like 2016, 2017, she was kind of badgering about Meghan's role and him going to therapy, and he tried to skirt it. Okay, I think that back in 2016, 2017, he didn't want to bring Meghan into interview. That's true. I forgot about that part. Even the other guy, what's his name? Something Edward, that photographer, been begging him to come in for Meghan to have an interview. He didn't let Meghan go to the interview, and Meghan, thank God Meghan listened.
4 times I asked the palace, or maybe 3 times I asked the palace if we, as a media group, could meet Meghan, and it never happened.
Yeah, because Harry knows these people. I think that back in 2016, 2017, he didn't want to bring Meghan into interviews. He was giving, in his royal family role, the media was already in a frenzy. The knives were out, and she had enough on her plate already. That's right, with the backstabbing that was going in the background. We didn't know much about it until now. Okay, but we didn't really know. That's it. That is true.
It was with American media, I think. And the whole thing was a plan to actually mess up the wedding.
That is true. Okay, exactly. People keep thinking he's not mentioning Meghan means it wasn't her, but she was a private citizen then. Same goes for Levine. They said Meghan was off limit for the whole interview, so of course he's not going to say her name when she asked. He already said she's off limits. Yeah, Harry, I'm telling you, his mind is straight. Yeah, this is someone, even though the tabloid was portraying him as stupid or idiot or something, this is someone very, very smart, intelligent. And it's hard for people to make him break his promise. But the thing is that what's going on now into our time, 2024, is that, you know, we've seen the Oprah interview, we've seen the docuseries and all of that, but they refuse to let him be. So he had to respond back. Okay, this is why he said he's not gonna let the tabloid bully him, okay, into submission for him to do whatever the tabloid wants. Most dissecting and microanalyzing Harry's word, past and present, desperately want to catch him on some sort of inconsistencies so they can then translate it to the bigger issue. But Meghan and Harry is complicated, and he also has the right not to share everything. All right, that's a different language. Okay, what these people don't get is this. Prince Harry listened to what his family told him to get therapy. He got some, but probably didn't take it seriously and just went along with the groove to shut them up. But deep down, he was still suffering, and this made him mentally worse. Could be. But now there was someone who's really interested. Plus, yeah, this person I agree with 100%. Remember, Harry grew in that institution. He knows how his family operate. They don't care. They said things just to shut people off. Okay, yes, go away. This kind of thing. So maybe this is the kind of thing he was feeling at that time. But now, when Meghan got into the picture, now there was something to fight for. Okay, now there's a goal, there's a incentive if he get the help. So now he was full on. Okay, there was somewhere in his book where he said, when he saw Meghan, I don't think I have it. Now he's opening his heart and mind to try this new thing, this new love in his life, this kind of thing. I'm paraphrasing completely, but it's something like that.
Meghan and I met over Instagram. I was scrolling through my feed and a friend had this video. It was like a Snapchat.
Just that whole thing, it started like
With
dog ears.
dog ears. And
That's what he saw of me.
that was the first thing. I was like, who is that?
This is ridiculous.
As I got to know Meghan more and more, I was like, man, I'm really like falling in love with this girl. So despite of my fear, I just opened my heart to see what's going to happen.
Okay, there's two comments into it. Again, telling him to seek help is different because he was seeking help to make sure his marriage survived. Yeah. Was his marriage survive? Did they marry at that time? Because I think it was around when they were cooking. Because Meghan mentioned it in the... no. Okay. It could be. Okay. I'm a little bit confused with this because in the engagement interview, Meghan said they were cooking roast chicken, but people will be cooking every day. So depend on when they were cooking and that situation happened. Definitely, it's not when they were engaged because it was a happy moment for them. So it will either be before that, right? And they were cooking, and then Meghan said to go seek help. Okay, when that debacle happened in the kitchen and Meghan removed herself from the kitchen and went in the bedroom, when Harry realized Meghan didn't come back, he went to search for her and saw her. And then that's when Meghan sort of pointed out about, have anybody ever spoke to you like that? And Harry said yes. And Meghan put her foot down and said, she doesn't like it. If you want to raise a family, she's not going to tolerate this. So this part here, I'm a little bit confused when it took place, whether it was before the engagement or after and they got married. So I'm assuming it was before the engagement. That's what I'm thinking. And then that's when he started to get help. And I don't know. You guys could correct me on that. Okay, Meghan telling him to seek help is different because he was seeking help to make sure his marriage survived, meaning his life survived. Meghan and Archie are his life, his family, and Put wasn't the same. He could easily ignore them, not Meghan. All right, let's see here if someone put if it's before or after. Okay, so this might be slightly in terms of time frame, I would say. Was it before when the thing that I just brought up, the disagreement of the yelling and all of that, Meghan asked, did that ever happen or witnessed it or something like that? And he said yes. And Meghan said, if you want to raise a family, she's not going to tolerate that. It's not going to work. Something like that. So if she's talking about family then, could have been a little bit after the engagement. They probably didn't married yet. Okay? Because if they were not engaged, there's no way to bring family discussion into that. You understand what I mean? Because you're still dating. Anything could happen. You could say, okay, we broke up and move on with your life. So if Meghan brought up, if you want to raise a family, she's not going to tolerate that. So it must be after the engagement. So now there's a prospect of a family aspect now. So it's probably after the engagement, maybe before the marriage. You understand what I mean? You guys could correct me on that. Crazy discussion with myself. Right? Yes. Josephine. Who's Josephine? Oh, so that's that person. Yes, Josephine. I've said this. His family told him, but probably then follow up on it. It took someone who truly loved. Okay? That's the same aspect I'm talking about here. It took someone who he truly loved and listened to him to encourage him to get help and probably help him to find the right therapist and was there for the aftermath of each session. Could be. I agree with that. Okay, for me, the only issues I'm having, when did he really take the therapy seriously? Was it after the engagement, before the wedding or something like that? Okay. Exactly. It's like saying, pull yourself together, then leaving him to his own resources When they saw him once in a while, maybe ask, how are you? He says, okay, Meghan, we are. That's true. This is what I'm saying. The family will say, oh, go get help, just to get him off their backs, because they always have something more important to do. Okay, Harry was like an aftermath over there. I remember when I first started, doing videos for, those type of videos, the podcast. And I remember thinking, that was before Oprah interview, before Netflix, before Spare. And I remember I'm seeing a little boy in the middle of the palace. And I'm like, who's watching him? That was after Princess Diana died. I'm like, who's watching him? Even though they had nannies and all of that. But I felt like he was alone. Okay, you go back to some of my old videos on PYTE. All right, I didn't have this channel. I don't know where I'm going to put this, if it's PYTE or APTS Sussex. So yes, the family just told him to do that, but there was no backup after each session to say, how did it go this time? Do you want to talk about it or not? Or whatever. So they just got him the therapy and that was it. But Meghan was back to say, okay, how did it go? Do you want to talk about it? What did you have? This kind of thing. Make him feel like, yes, I got your back. How did it go? All right, Meghan. Okay, Harry, we need you to get some help. This is just about you. This is about us, our family. Again, when it comes to the family, I'm just wondering, when? Was it before the wedding? Okay. Or after the, I saw one, but I don't see the comment. Or after the engagement. Also, they weren't willing to stop their behavior, and he didn't think he could do anything about it. This is another very aspect of things, because those people love to instigate. Look, they love to use Harry to prop up the other one. So all of these were probably going on. These are the internal things that he was going through. I'm glad I'm going through that again. Not again, I guess this is the first time I'm going through this thread, because this is back in 2021. I don't think I was doing this. Was I? I probably was, because I think my PYTE 2019 or something. So I probably just starting or something. So yes, the instigating, these things that the tabloid were doing and all of that. So he was battling with himself. And then the brother, even if the brother said go get help and everything like that, but he was part of the problem as well. When Princess Diana said, there's pushing, there's pulling.
There's people pushing and there are people pulling, all in the same direction.
So you're being what, pushed by family?
Yeah, my family looked great, and so did my friends, and so did Charles's family. They liked me. They were very good to me. When I was a guest.
What does that mean?
It means it changed when I was a daughter and the positions changed.
This is the kind of thing. They're pushing him to go in front to do the facade thing for them. And then they're pulling him back saying, go get help, go do this, go do that. This kind of thing. They are two-faced. And Harry can't deal with that. He was by himself, literally. All right. So, again, all of these are my opinion and some of the tweets that I'm reading. All right, so which one did I just came from? Okay. No need to add word. Okay, no need to add word. This is enough. Thank you for sharing. There is a difference between seeking help because people close to you told you, and seeking help because you want to positively change your own life. Okay, Meghan, save our points. From listening assessments, most all of us, a certain situation from much different perspectives. It gives us joy to see highly creative people find happiness in such an awesome way. May we all be blessed with better understanding. Okay, yes, man, that's the cry. The future king should do his own job. Okay, me too. I don't know what's that. Okay, he said it out loud and clear. He said it out loud and clear. He had seen doctors, etc., but it was meeting Meghan which was the big game changer for his mental health. Okay, Sussex Squad needs to stop letting the detractor control the narrative. Can we talk about why? If Charles is such a good father, he let Harry's paternity be called into question by the British press, while he let his 12-year-old son walk behind his mother's coffin for sympathy. Okay, so there's other aspect of things. Okay, this looked like a medic, mental health professionals, family, friends telling you seek help don't mean you agree you need help. If you don't feel you need help, no mental health services can fix you. Just like we said, the other brother need help as well. Meghan was able to get Harry to search his soul, and that's when Harry said, I need help. That's what heals Harry. Again, I think it's when that part, they were just having a very basic little thing for themselves. They were cooking, roasting chicken. They love chicken, I guess. And then out of nowhere, something Meghan probably said that then required that high tone of voice to yell at her. And remember, Meghan was at his place. So it wasn't required for him to do that. There's other way of responding. So Meghan did not like it. So if it could easily be a very basic discussion and you disagree, and then he yelled at her. And remember, him being over there, he's the son of a king, and he'll usually have his say other than his father and brother, but everyone else listens to him and he tell them what to do. So for her to walk in like that, so it was a way to start understanding his position if Meghan were to come in his life. Okay, I'm still talking about the cooking of the chicken. Okay, so when he raised his voice like that, thinking that I'm right and you're wrong, and Meghan was like, I don't need this shit. I'm just saying. So she removed herself, so she had to evaluate and said, I'm just, again, I'm just, everything that I'm saying is my humble opinion, okay? And Meghan probably said, I don't need this shit. Let me move out of this space. Right now he's angry. I thought this will work, but if this is the way he is, I want no part of it. So it's to that. And Meghan was being honest with him. And this is how he searched deep inside and said, wow, this is a woman I like. Because, and on the second date, from my understanding, he knew this was the woman. So in his mind, he already knew that was the woman for him. So for him to get her upset, again, this is time frame. When did he propose and when this happened? And he had to search deep inside himself to said, I do not want to lose this woman. She's the only one who cares for me, to know what I'm doing here, there, and if I'm okay, if I'm eating. No one ever really no one ever treat him like that since his mom passed, in my humble opinion, or, the nannies or something like that. But to see someone who he find himself, due to the blind date and all of that, who he would love to share those experiences with them, he does not want to lose that. So he had to dig deep inside to say, look, this is a woman I want to keep and I want to raise a family with, so I better fix myself. So the squad are hitting all the good point as well. Okay, thanks for this. I need to rewatch this series. He did say others before told him to get therapy, and he tried various therapists in the past. Finding what works is something trial and error. When fully ready, shows these writers' refusal to take mental health seriously, and the process to find what works is not linear. Okay, and this is why some of the things that he's doing with Invictus all are working, because it's part of him as well. So he felt like he get the help, so he wants to make sure others get the help as well. Remember, he went to war. He saw some stuff. So all of this work, part of the problem, in my humble opinion, part of the problem as well. To see, for instance, there's this person, perfect life, before we knew all the debacle. From the outside, we thought this is the perfect family and all of that. And then to see he has the privilege to whatever he considered as privilege. And then to see those other people, the soldiers, his comrade, who don't have much, and then they're risking their lives, and some who don't even go back to their family, their kids and all. And then things that he saw, especially what inspired him to create the Invictus, which was someone who was pretty much almost die. I don't know if the person died, the person he saw when they had to pull him from Afghanistan. The person he saw who was broken and everything like that. So all of these things, Harry is a person who thinks, who when people talk to him, he processes things. So a lot of things goes through his mind. So all of these play a part of it. All right, well done posting this. Thank you. Shame journalists can do their job. I mean, they know, again, it's for the clicks and they want to drive people in, and at the same time, they don't care who they hurt in the process. Okay, I haven't watched all of the series yet, but wasn't this mentioned and other stories as well? Their true healing began when they met their partners. It ain't hard to understand. I mean, people have different levels of understanding things. All right, but when they do, it's for clickbait. They play dumb, and that's it. Unless he's talking about the tabloid. Thank you for sharing this clip. It proves it was the love of Meghan that made him want to be a better man. Also shows how the monarchy used Harry. Yeah, that's true. And the other thing as well. Oh shoot, I forgot again. Thank you for sharing this. It proves it was the love of Meghan that made him want to be a better man. Also shows that the monarchy used Harry. The thing that I was thinking in one of the videos that I was talking about recently. I think it was People magazine who shares something with one of the twin sisters, Tia Mowry or something. I'm not sure if it's her or the other one. Who went on a first date and all of that. And the caption said something like she wanted someone like Prince Harry or something like that. And that discussion, and I was like, it has to, for the person, you have to value yourself. That was not toward her at all. It's through the caption, and I started talking about it. Because many times, women, or vice versa, men, they have their perfect match. But they seeing someone else from the outside, they think their lives are so perfect and they want something just like what they're seeing, the facade aspect of things. Meanwhile, the one that they have in front of them, they're living life with, okay, is actually the person, but their mind is someplace else. So if each partners, men or women, or men and men, women and women, whichever it is, if you don't stay true to yourself when your partner is mistreating you, abusing you, you don't put a stop to it, then you will never get the perfect person. Because it's through that. Because if Meghan did not put a stop to the nonsense when it happened, then Harry will continue that same behavior with her. So Meghan was like, no, I don't want this type of love. Love should not be hurting you. Love should feel good, something you enjoy. No matter which way you consider love is, it should be something good that you experience. But the moment it starts putting pain, whichever pain, could be physical, mental, abuse, you name it, okay, then this is a stop. This is a stop. It's not worth it. Okay, so Meghan put a stop to it. And just like I always say, when I don't want to talk about that, Israel, when they start doing anti-Semitism, they put a stop to it right at the moment. So it's the same thing. When you are, sharing a space with someone and the person mistreating you, depend on the area, okay? Let's say you're in public, okay? You had a group with a friend, things are happening, and you could either sit in the group or you pull the person aside and said, I did not like what you did to me or what you said to me or things like that. So you don't embarrass it to, because sometimes when you're in a group and someone by mistake, could easily be by mistake, but at the heat of the moment, something happened and the person said something could make you feel embarrassed. But the person did not think of it that way. But to your reaction, because you did not like it, it could easily be the best way to approach it so it doesn't continue is to pull the person aside and explain to the person, oh, what you said in the group, I did not like it. Can you please do not do that again? Then if it happened again, then it's a different story. You could say it right in the middle of the group and push back. You understand what I mean? So all of this play a part in it. Okay. This is... Okay. Let's pick some stuff here. Okay, Bango, Anna serving proof like always. All she had to do is listen and not twist the words. All right. Thanks for sharing this. Thanks for sharing this. Like how a person stopped drinking only when it starts endangering his health. Harry only started pushing himself to heal mentally when the thought of losing Meghan became apparent. People may ask you to change, but it takes a catalyst for one to really go for it. Yeah, that's a very good one. Okay, Harry said nothing but facts. I am glad he got the help and is doing a lot better now that he is here in the state with Meghan and not in the UK. And the other thing as well, and he said this is something they put first, their mental well-being. They're gonna continue doing that, and through that, and I think is because of Meghan as well. So when something happened, if let's say Meghan does something, people are not perfect. Meghan could easily do something that she probably didn't mean, but Harry did not like it, and it's vice versa as well. So they focus on the mental aspect of their relationship. So if Meghan did something or said something to Harry, Harry could easily bring it back to Meghan and say, look, what you said to me, I didn't like it. And then they could work on it. Why did she say it? How did it affect him? And how can we change that? And Meghan could explain to him why she said it and then enlighten Harry on why she said it. Usually when people say a word up front, there's usually more thinking behind it. Okay, I'm not a psychologist, okay? I am not a psychologist, but I am a human being. But usually the word you utter, okay, for the other person to listen, there's multiple thinking that goes in your head, and you simplify it for the person to understand it, to understand what you're saying. But the person who hears it may not grasp it the same way that you utter it. Then if the person wants more clarification, that's when you start the things that you withheld before, how you come about for saying that. You could then start release those thought process to the person. Okay? I don't know. Again, there's probably psychologists who wrote it in books and things like that. I don't read psychologist books, because the only psychologist books that I read was when I was in college, and that was for basic psychology 101. I didn't do too well. Okay? So do not take my word for it. I'm just giving you through experience. Okay, through my own experience. Usually when you say, let's say, go to the bathroom and pick something up for me. Okay, just saying that simple word, okay, you're thinking the thing that he's gonna bring to you, where was it? Oh, it's in the bathroom. Oh, I'm gonna need it to bandage this, to bandage that. Okay, you don't say all of this to the person, but you just tell the person, go get it for you. And then when the person said, why do you need that? Then you could unleash, I need the bandage to put this, I'm doing that. You understand what I mean? But anyway, the whole point for bringing this up is just that people need to talk things out, understand each other's perspective. That's all. All right? That's the only reason I brought all of this debacle that went on in my head. Yes, darling, you find your girl. That is forever. Let them talk. It's meaningless. You and your family are the only relevant royals to British people. Suck it up. You will always have Meghan and Harry in your thoughts, good or bad. It is what it is. He should keep his teeth close about his family. He is disgraced. Okay, for you think, oh my God, I felt sorry for, was it for him? But now I'm just disgusted. Hey, people have different feelings, but let's, where is it? These are people who refuse to understand his process. Guess what? None of us, me, you, we don't really have to watch any of this. I don't have to read any of this to you guys, But you want to read it, but don't say it's meaningless. There's a meaning behind it. You either get it or you don't. But there's millions of other people, even if it's one person who got better understanding, who got some help through his experience. That's a good thing. Okay, can you please untag Ellie, please? If I wanted to tag anyone. Okay, so this is almost the same thing that happened to me when I first got onto Twitter after I had it for a while, and I then I missed my I didn't remember my my password and things when I finally got on, and I think it was one of the Sussex squads, either Tina or Michelle or their podcast Twitter account. It was them, and then I think I tagged Omid on it, and she told me the same thing. I didn't know the process of Twitter at that time, and yeah. But anyway, Can you, okay, that's the same thing. Untag. Okay, so she's saying to untag the person. All right, I knew this will take long time. Okay, I have one more tweet after that. I'm already an hour, so I may not even go on my likes. It's only 7 tweets. So this one was pretty cute. Okay, look at little Harry. He was already a pen-sized action man. This is so cute. Look at him. And I think I responded to it an hour ago. Prepping for royal rats in British media. Beautiful. Yeah, he looks so cute there. Little motorcycle. Alright, so he probably start. Oh, there's that third wheel to help him balance. Oh no, the other one had it too. Okay, it's 2. So he learned to ride motorcycle at an early age. I know it's not the same as for your motorcycle. Thanks. Alright, next tweet. So this is the thing that I share with you on my community board. Okay, Maureen J. Reidy, President and CEO of the Paley Center for Media, are joined by tribute host committee chairs for the Paley honors, including Prince Harry, Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Ariel Emmanuel, Gail King, Deborah L. Lee, Melody Hobson. I think they mentioned this a while back. Okay, so we're getting close. We are, this month is almost over. Okay, we are, was it October 20th? Alright, so we're almost done. Right, there's the date here. Paley honors tribute to Tyler Perry, 12/4/24, Beverly Hills. Okay, Beverly Wilshire Hotel, Beverly Hills, California. I think I read something like that earlier this year. Alright, yes, I can't wait. For us in the UK, there may have been a moment of panic that we have somehow missed it. The date format for us reads 12th April 24. Luckily, living set, and then I realized. Okay. So the way they put the dates, she thought that it was done. She thought the 4, which is April 4th, 12. That's the way they read it in the UK. Okay, she thought they missed it. But 12 is the month, 4 is the day, 24 is the year. Alright, so I'm pretty much done. Let me pause for a second. So this is when I came across that tweet that I just went over. And I said, I'm revisiting this clip again. I thought I retweeted. Okay, so people are seeing it again. That's the tweet that I just came from. Alright, let me pause it. Let me go to my like profile and see what happened. I think I should stop though. Okay, so that's the thing I just went over. So there's Batista, always been the GOAT. There's a video that's going around with him with Jimmy Kimmel, I think. There was a video, I think I shared it, where he went voting. So there's something within the wrestlers. You got Hulk Hogan, who's a MAGA, and other people, they're bashing him for it. Was it Stone Cold Steve Austin? You would have thought these tough guys who who show how bad they are, and that's the persona, the character they were playing. But in real life, they're really completely different. Like Batista as well. Oh yeah, he's looking very small. I guess he's off the board. Okay, he's a good actor as well. Okay, I don't want to go into that. Britain hates an educated princess. There's Meghan with Miss Doria. That is so cute. That is so cute. And then she was there for her mom when her mom graduated too. Alright, so that's that. And there's Harry and Archie holding their hands. Alright, so there's this here. Okay, definitely after this. Harry the action man, husband and father. He really does have it all. And I couldn't be happier for him. Alright, so there's all of this. The squad are doing that because of the surfing thing. And then the Rangers start coming in. And then the squad went full blast on them. There's all of that. Okay, so that's it. I'm not sure where I should put this. Maybe I'll put it on PYTE. Let's go on PYTE back end. Alright, so PYTE, still 4,000. And the squaddie who got her husband to subscribe. I made a joke on my community board. Okay, I hope you guys caught it. Once I got the 4,000. Because before, I think I had 3,999, I think. And I said, I'm giving you guys a side eye because you're not subscribing over here. And then she said, oh, I'll get my husband. And a couple comments I saw. And then we got to 4,000. All right, so thank you. And I hope, you guys still stay there and support. All right, so again, I'm here because I think that's where I'm gonna put the video. 4,000 subscribers, new subscribers, welcome. Okay, estimate revenue $45.71. Let's look at analytics. I haven't had any new videos, so it's okay. 330 views in the last 48 hours. Let's see. The last video was the 20th. That was maybe my members is watching it, so it's gonna be later today at 6 o'clock, right? At 10 a.m. So I have one at 6 a.m. on our Port of Pure service. I mean on our Pure Team Sussex. So that's why. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching.